What if you had the chance to put your life on hold, to break free and find out what you're really made of? For three complete strangers, that chance has come. Stephen, a young pharmaceutical salesman caught in an unfulfilling career.
This career, this industry, it's not for me. There's got to be something better out there.
Chase, a stay-at-home dad needing to recharge and reconnect.
Hopefully this trip will give me what I need to start the next chapter.
And Luke, a bartender with a master's searching for his passion.
For me, the motivation is to really reach my potential.
They will travel to Hawaii and for 10 days search to discover who they truly are. Follow the journey. Embrace the change for the adventure of a lifetime. The Hawaiian Islands, born of volcanic eruption, a symbol of serenity in the raging waters of the Pacific. A break from reality for its visitors and a spiritual source of strength and tradition for its inhabitants. But for those who seek more, for those who yearn to reach deeper and sacrifice the comforts of familiarity, the real Hawaii beckons. For beyond lava rock and salt sea breeze, amongst the unknown, lurks a catalyst. Day one, strive for the summit.
Today is the day. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to Hawaii.
With youth comes eagerness in one's career. Yet sometimes the vigor to jump into the professional world can lead a man down a path he isn't meant to travel.
My name is Stephen Helmkamp. I'm from Florida, born and raised. I am a pharmaceutical rep. I give prescriptions and my job is to push them into doctor's offices. We sell to urologists. We sell testosterone, Viagra. We sell Cialis. Just the repetition of parking, running up, seeing the doctors, back in your car, driving to the next office. This career, this industry, it's just not me at all. There's got to be something better out there for me. You think that bag's gonna be under 50 pounds?
More, maybe.
You think maybe more? Let's hope not. I really just want to be myself, show my true character. Hopefully on this trip, I can figure out exactly what is that hard thing that I want to try to accomplish next.
I'm Luke Rogers, and I grew up in Chico, California.
Armed with a master's degree in business, Luke, the oldest of three brothers, has found himself at 28 behind the bar. An underwhelming existence for a creative business mind, especially when your brother is the Super Bowl champion quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Luke Rogers is looking for his place in the world and the chance to prove to himself and those around him what he is capable of.
My brother Aaron's 19 months younger than me, and he's my best friend. And he's also a fantastic football player. It was amazing to see him really achieve some of the goals he set for himself, and honestly couldn't be more proud. You know, I played sports in high school, played baseball and basketball, played a couple years of football. That's just not my path, and that's just not what's for me. I want a job that doesn't feel like a job every morning. It felt like it's something I wanted to get up and get out of bed and do. That sort of job wasn't available to me when I got out of school. So as it would be, I bartended through school to offset some of the student loans and pay a lot of my bills, and I just kept on bartending, and that's where I am now. Not looking forward to a double, but definitely looking forward to not having to go to work for a few weeks. It's been hard to continue to pour drinks and be a bartender when I know I have a lot in me. I know I'm talented. I know that I've got a master's degree. I've been pushing. I'm waiting for that opportunity, that door to really open. I'm really hoping maybe some of the elements of this trip and maybe being out there and pushing myself to the limit is really going to reveal some more about who I am and that I can do some things I didn't think I could do. It's 4 a.m. Got the bags packed, and we are off to LAX.
Ready for bed?
Yeah, Dada's going on the plane and going away.
You gonna miss me?
Yeah.
Yeah? My name is Chase Penny, and I'm a stay-at-home dad.
When life settles in, a man learns he must prioritize what is important for his family. It can be hard to get back to the things you once enjoyed or made you feel alive. It takes a big man to go against the grain and step out of the traditional male role, and an even bigger man to do it at the level of Chase Penny.
Dropped off Violet, I went and got a quick workout. I had this list that I have until 2:30 to get done before I gotta go pick up Violet. Oh, so sick. I'm running around like a madman. Water refilled, done. Now we're on to the grocery store. We're gonna pick up the stuff to make dinner for Violet and Summer tonight. Grocery store, done. I got one of these set up. I'm doing a little gardening. Now we're on our way to pick up Violet from school. Okay.
On a video driving you. Okay, that's backward driving.
Violet's helping.
Here's Dad doing the laundry.
A little playtime. I love it. I love being the dad that takes care of my family. The opportunity for me to go on this trip speaks volumes of how Summer is. And she said, "Are you kidding me? Do it."
But of course I love you and I'll miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too, Mom. Summer really wants another baby. And we just got out of the diaper changing and the waking up. It's one of those things that's in the back of my mind, like, whew. Bye, family.
Bye, I love you.
I love you too, Violet. Love you, Mama. Okay. Hopefully, coming back from this trip, it will give me what I need to start the next chapter. Taking the surfboard over. Have a wonderful day.
The boy, they plane.
You are not playing, you are not playing. Let me whisper in your brain. This sound can't be ignored. This sound can't be ignored. Oh, it's insane, it's just insane. People put the puzzles in there.
Married to Hawaii. Aloha.
They're hanging up on the wall.
First impression of Oahu, I don't think I'm ever gonna leave.
Pull up to the house. I was thinking a lot of thoughts. I was just a little anxious about meeting the guys. Hello. As it worked out, I was actually the first guy to show up, so I got to be the first one to check out the house there on the North Shore.
As the cab pulled up to the house, I mean, my thoughts were just, holy cow. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you doing? My first impression of Luke was, this is a really big dude. You know, we shook hands, said hello, and immediately started talking, started vibing with each other. This is a dope spot we got here.
He was loud, he was very friendly.
It's gorgeous, man.
Oh my God. It's always a dream of mine to have a house overlooking the water, and so walking in, it's surreal.
What's going on? I'm Steve.
Steve, Chase.
Chase?
Nice to meet you,
man. Pleasure.
Luke.
Nice to meet
Pleasure.
you. Chase is, he's a littler guy, wearing his sunglasses and his hat real low. Like, I wasn't really sure what to think of Chase right away, but he totally disarms you with how friendly he is.
This is gonna be ridiculous.
I was a little bit anxious about what we were gonna do for 10 days in Hawaii.
Now the journey will truly begin. Amidst the unknown, the guys will push themselves. Chase begins a search to reconnect. Luke looks for motivation to overcome what has held him back. And for Stephen, it's a quest for inspiration. A bond is forming. Their eyes are open. The adventure awaits. Day 2, the first morning on the North Shore, begins a day of immersion into Hawaiian culture. A crash course to teach Luke, Chase, and Stephen about where they are and why.
Cool, man. Oh, yes, sir.
You mind if I ask for your driving record? We jammed down to the beach together. Let's get the feet wet. We're gonna go surf some North Shore waves right here.
Tamayo Perry is an ex-pro surfer, surfs pipe all the time. He was very stoked to meet us, to take us out in the water. It was more or less just to kind of get the nerves out, kind of get a feel for the breaks, the water, the current.
I got nothing but love and respect for Tamayo and the time and the patience he took. I really felt like Tamayo wanted us to succeed out there.
That was like the start of the three of us being together for the next 10 days, and that's when I knew this is it. This is the real deal now.
I think that's when the guys really realized that, I was just a taller version of Kelly Slater with a little more hair.
Hope you guys learned something.
So much.
Pleasure again, Steven.
So much.
We surf for a couple hours, jump in a car, and we're off to shark diving.
Put our masks on and we jump in the water. The sharks just come out of that blue and come and check you out and then swim back down.
That was just so cool seeing these sharks swim slowly by us.
I wasn't nervous. I thought it was an amazing experience. It's super cool to see those things up close and personal, and I hope that I never have to see one outside of the cage anytime soon.
I swam down to the bottom and I grabbed Chase's leg, like real hard.
What's that?
At least one time was good for a fake shark bite joke.
As sun meets sea on day 2, Stephen, Luke, and Chase begin to see that this adventure will push them beyond just the physical, but it remains unknown what they'll find. Local waterman, world champion tandem surfer Bear Wozniak embodies the Hawaiian spirit and provides a much-needed compass.
When we were on the beach talking to Bear, he went through and analyzed all 3 of us.
You're a bit of a mercenary. You're a hired gun in your career, right?
It was nice in a way that he understood. It's kind of been one of those careers that I got into basically for the money.
So you need to confirm for yourself whether that's one of the things that you want to stay with, right? Is that one of the things you're thinking about?
Yeah. Over time, I've just realized that that's not what I want to be in a career for.
Deep down, all of us want to live like a great story. Yeah. This is a step in really finding out some more about that story that, that I'm meant to live. I told Bear I was afraid to fail in some measures in my life.
I always tell people, I'll see them on the beach and they've never surfed, and I go, what if you're supposed to be the greatest surfer that ever lived and you just never paddled out?
Bear made an interesting point. You miss all the shots you don't take. If you're not in the game, you can't win. Failure really is an essential part of succeeding.
For me, it's recharging the battery. The last 5 years have been just dedicated to my family.
And now you're kind of trying to take your pulse again and reconnect with yourself.
Yeah.
The best place to get perspective is to live on the edge. So that's where you're going to be living for the next little while. You're going to be living on the edge.
That was a great kind of kickstart to the beginning of our journey.
I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know there's something.
With the sunrise comes new opportunity and new challenges for Stephen, Luke, and Chase. Still early in their 10-day adventure, the guys know that today's agenda will push them, especially for the stay-at-home father, Chase, as the idea of an afternoon skydive has him immediately thinking of home, his wife, Summer, and 5-year-old daughter, Violet.
As soon as I heard skydiving thrown into the mix, I'm like, here we go. Now my day's gonna be shot because I'm gonna be thinking about this the whole time.
I was kind of for it, a little hesitation. Luke was all for it. Chase, not so much.
The scariest part for me was it's riding up there. The door open, yeah.
Chase, I think, was thinking he had a lot more to lose, in a sense than we did with his family and stuff. He was pretty apprehensive about the whole idea of jumping out of an airplane.
No, I'm honestly crapping my pants. I mean, I'm not really looking forward to this one.
The anxiety of the skydive is put on hold as the guys head to meet local board shaper Brett Maramoto, with a clientele of professional surfers like Kalani Chapman and Michael Ho. Brett's passion is put into every custom board he shapes. But for the guys, it becomes apparent that Brett's true wisdom comes not from the money he makes, but from the love he has for what he does.
I got into shaping at an early age, about 14. The more I did it, the more that I was like, okay, I'm doing this for life.
This is the shaping bay. You guys want to come in here?
When I first walked into the shop and met Brett, my first reaction was, this guy is cool. He was very welcoming.
This one here is actually designed on a machine, like a program that I designed the boards on. And I come in here and I'm gonna hand finish this off.
Brett walked us through the shaping, machining, the sanding.
I got to see, where he glasses them, where he sands them, from start to finish, from the blanks to the finished product.
The process is custom in every board. The detail and personal touch, undeniable. For Stephen, the life of a pharmaceutical salesman, the grind of his job back home. seems like a million miles away from this North Shore shop.
I'm never gonna make millions of dollars being a surfboard shaper, but the lifestyle you get, it's priceless to me.
Money is always great to make, but try to get something that you're gonna enjoy doing in your life. I think that's really, really important, and that's something that I found early on.
I took that and said, hell, if Brett did it, why can't I do it?
Nice.
Awesome, man.
Each encounter offers something different, and Brett's message has clearly affected Stephen. With the skydive looming in the back of Chase's mind, they hit Sunset Point for a quick surf before the panic truly begins to set in. And Chase's thoughts go back to his wife, Summer, and his 5-year-old daughter, Violet.
The ride over was, it's awful. It's awful.
Let those butterflies begin.
I know, right?
So we get to the place, and immediately I shut down, you know? I can't talk, I don't know what I'm thinking about, I'm kind of wandering around aimlessly.
Luke and I are just kind of hanging out, and we're looking around like, where's Chase? Didn't see him.
I had to remove myself from the situation and just try to gather myself, and I did. I found this bench, you know, out on the back right there, and I just laid down and closed my eyes and just, you know, started breathing.
I think for Stephen and I, it was really about encouraging Chase to take this on and take it head on and face his fears and to do this as a group, do this as a unit, to jump out of the plane together.
You'll be good, brother. You'll be just fine.
I have a family now, you know? I have a wife and I have a kid back home. And to willingly go up into a plane and know that you're gonna jump out of it, it just seems like it's leaving too much open for something to go wrong.
Climbing up, the view got more incredible the higher we got. I mean, you could see the whole island.
And Chase is white.
I can see Chase in front of me, and he isn't really saying much.
We get to the elevation, we're gonna jump out. They fling open the door, and the whole like inside of the plane is just the wind going everywhere. It's crazy. I'm freaking out at that point. I'm thinking to myself, what if something does happen, and then I'm leaving Violet and Summer without a dad and a husband? There was that line in the sand that I had to decide whether or not I was gonna cross over. Oh my God, man, that was just like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't remember it is the best way to say it.
At that last moment, it was just all or nothing. Falling out of that plane was the coolest feeling. It just felt like I weighed 5 pounds.
Chase went and then Stephen went, and then it was my turn, and we got to the door, and we jumped out, we did a bunch of flips, and it was amazing. Like, it was just ocean below us. We planed out and spun. It was incredible. It was completely incredible.
It was the most peaceful feeling that I've experienced in a very long time. Just overlooking the coast of the water and the mountains.
Oh, when you finally hit the ground, part of you is just completely excited and relieved to have made it down and made it down alive. And the other half of you is just like so pumped full of adrenaline that you just want to get back up in that plane and jump out again.
How was that?
That was it.
That
was the best thing I've ever done in my life. I swear to God. I overcame my fear of something that I never would have thought that I would have done.
It's pretty boy that.
I mean, the look on Chase's face was, you know, priceless.
God, that was amazing. That was amazing. I want to do it again. I want to do it again.
Yeah.
I think Stephen and I kind of rallied behind Chase, and it was cool to see him overcome his fears and do it, and then to be so excited.
Woo! Going out backwards. Woo! That really opened up some doors for me to be like, listen, if I can tackle this thing, then I think I can tackle anything at this point.
I'm Luke Rogers, and I grew up in Chico, California. It was great growing up in a small town. It was a college town.
You're not going to look at how big your bank account was. You're going to look at what you did, what mattered, how much fun did you have. Because we're not here forever, so you better make the most of it.